Welcome. Here I am going to discuss a game that 99% of you probably never heard of this game. My Street. Here I've
Woohoo!
recorded some of a volleyball game, chemistry, and dodgeball. This originally was recorded in 480i, but I converted it to 1080p HD because otherwise there would be aspect ratio issues. Oh, excuse me.
Get ready,
Anyone
'cause
who has
here
played
we
this game
come.
probably hates
We're
it due
like
to its
gonna
severe
majorly pop
limitations
you.
of freedom and small set of minigames. Well, let's put it this way, guys. There's only 7 of the minigames. They're all customizable in their entirety, but most people think they're very easy to get bored of. It's not the same for me. I've been playing this game since it first came out in 2003. At first I had to rent this game a lot at Blockbuster. I really wanted it. And eventually my dad bought it for me like when I was 9 or 10 years old. I remember it. Ever since I was a little boy, I never got tired of the game. It's all up to 4 players. I find this game underrated because it's fun and isn't that, it isn't that all supposed to be focused on
Well, at
how
least we
good the
didn't blow a
game is.
gasket.
It should be focused on how fun the game is.
Me, it's mine.
That's my opinion. This game could have been much
We
better,
ain't the ones
but it was
spoiling
created by
like a
Idle Minds.
piggy.
Yeah, that's
Disney
right.
Ball. No,
These
it
are the
ain't.
people that developed the Ratchet and Clank HD collection. Except we're talking 9 years ago. Way back in the PS2 days. It didn't seem that long ago, but it has been. This game has online play, a single player story mode, and an option to just play and do whatever you want. Well, maybe not everything. I'll try not to spoil the story mode, but it's kind of difficult and requires you to do a set of tasks before school starts. You have like 20 something in-game days to do it. And it all goes by minutes, just like Grand Theft Auto and Bully do. This game takes place in the summertime, obviously. The game is a Sony exclusive, and Sony hasn't been talking about this for years. Don't expect the game to be easy because it's not always easy. By the way, this game hasn't been looked at in a long time because this is one of the first games Sony had for the PS2 to play online. Way back when PS2 just started having online. In play mode, which is what I was in these gameplays I recorded here, you can set the difficulty for the AI and yourself. So when you play, it'll be a little difficult for the controls to respond, or
We
just
reckon you'd enjoy
overall, you
that.
can just, when you play the game, you understand what I mean.
I
I
got it,
think
I
the
got it.
best minigame is
No dibs for
dodgeball.
you.
The minigames are marbles, volleyball, lawnmowers, dodgeball, RC cars, chicken herding, and chemistry. Lawnmowers and RC cars are
racing a
both racing
rocket.
modes. Lawnmowers are slower and RC cars are
Might not be
faster and
more.
sometimes
How
difficult
about
to
not?
control. These are remote controlled
Oh, I
cars.
got it.
Chemistry is kind of hard to explain. You stack up blocks, but have to try not to stack them all the way up to the top of your chamber, or whatever it's called. It's all inside water.
Got it.
And you get a laser, so you can shoot the blocks, but you can't use the laser for too long, only for like about 6 seconds. And you can use it to attack your opponent's blocks and turn them purple or white. If your blocks are all the way up to the top, you get
That's it. We're
eliminated and
cruising
have to
now.
watch the others play. Which is
I
pretty
got it.
cool.
It's like Major
Local
League
play is
you,
up to 4
bud.
players. Red, blue, green, and yellow are the color orders. Player 1 is red, player 2 is blue, player 3 is green, and player 4 is yellow. Chicken herding is a game type where I really forgot about. I really don't remember too much about it. I could explain it later if you want. If all you guys just want me to explain it later. But here's what I remember. You try to get the chickens into your pen. I don't know what it's called.
That was not nearly
try to
as
get 'em
groovy
into
as
there.
you think.
Yours,
Well,
not your
Mother.
enemies, because I would give them points.
I'll get
But
it.
you cannot let
You're
the pigs
dripping.
get there. Like when you press a certain button, like square is
We're
left,
working 'em
triangle
like
is
a butter churn,
up,
baby.
circle is
We
right, and
don't
X is
think so,
down. That's how you
dweeb.
point the chickens into where you need them to
I got
go. But your
Okay,
enemy's
get
blocks
it.
can kind of direct them into a different direction, so it could be kind of difficult. And let's say you can choose the difficulty of your AIs, so it won't be too much of an issue. Dodgeball is very self-explanatory. You just try to eliminate the other team. But in this game, it's not like the normal one exactly. There's 4 power-ups. Times 2, which doubles your hit point. There's 4 hit points for every player. And once the 4 hit points are up, that player gets
We're gonna burst your
knocked out and then has to sit on the bleachers because they're kicked out. And this is basically taking place in a gym. You can talk to the kids in the neighborhood that own that specific game,
Don't make us come over there.
and they can explain it to you, or you can just play it. Local play is up to 4 players. Just remember that you can't go that far. You know, no more than 4, whether it's online or not.
We are
And-
harder than sino-philological polynomials.
We're gonna bruise your fruit.
And dodgeball is hard, trust me. Unless if you have the difficulty set so the computer can't do very well, it's pretty freaking hard. In these 2v2 and team-based players, and 2 team-based games, excuse me. 1 and 3 are on the same team, and 2 and 4 on the other side, and they're on the same team.
You'd like to
Otherwise, it's a free-for-all for everybody, like in marbles. I freaking hate red. I hate being player 1. That's why I hate playing by myself, but you gotta play by yourself. Unless if other people are willing to play with you.
enjoyed y'all's mighty fine gamesmanship.
Oh, by the way, there's more. Did I mention that there's a first aid kit in dodgeball? So your hit points can go back up? But not much to explain in dodgeball. Marbles is when you get the smaller marbles into these holes for points, considering you play as the marbles. I can't really remember how to play, but I know it was fun as heck. Now, you probably are curious about the characters. You are able to create and save your character, plus you can choose a voice for them. I personally find the voice acting in this game to be hilarious. However, GameSpot has reviewed this game and gave it a low score, and when they mentioned the voice acting, they said the kids use vocabulary people used back in like the 60s or 70s. Like brah. No, not bruh, which is what they say now, at least. The bad side of the black people. In this game, Sean, the guy who owns the volleyball game, the court and everything, he says brah. You know, some old-fashioned speaking. Each of the characters in the cul-de-sac all have names and are hosts for each game you can play, except for that cowboy dude that's like the brother of the leader of Chicken Herding. I can't remember his name. And this weirdo, this cowboy dude, he's just a mute. He doesn't really have a role in this game. I honestly do find the voice acting hilarious, and I may just post a video of me just playing all the voices. Given when you customize your character, you can listen to the voices before you pick them. You cannot pick a voice that the characters in the game have roles in the game. You cannot pick their voices. There are 5 boy voices and 2 or 3 girl voices. Boy 4 is the one I always use. The lines they say make me laugh, like the nerd. But the nerd voice is like boy 2, I think. It's like, I'm flushing your toilet. I mean, this is hilarious. But GameSpot and many other reviewers just looked at this game in a different direction from how I look at it. The humor is immature, and it's comic mischief, and it says it on the back of the box, E for everyone, comic mischief. It's a little inappropriate for little kids. I played this game when I was 6, even though everyone rated games apply to everyone that's 6 and older. You know, it really didn't bother me much. And no, I'm not reviewing this game. You probably think I am. I'm just trying to tell you all that there's more games out there than first-person shooters. There's more platformers out there than Ratchet and Clank and Rayman and Jack and Sly. You know, there's more games out there you probably never heard of. You know, these are all childhood memories. Whether it's good or bad, this is a good memory for me. Probably bad for anyone else who remembers this game. When I first got my internet, I tried to play this game online. I literally was the only one online. If any of you guys want to play this game online with me, just ask. I mean, I'll do it. I'll play this game. I really don't know if Idle Minds or Sony shut it down, because it's been 2 years since I attempted, but I really would like to experience this game online playing mini games. Tired of this freaking AI, I always was. Just so you know, the lack of success of this game's sales is why Auto Mines never made a sequel. When you play this game, you can't swim unless you get the equipment from story mode, which is, you know, the fins and everything. And you can't travel too far out the neighborhood, like up the street, because your mom will yell at you, saying you can't go that far. The adults never make an appearance in this game, and I think that's all I needed to explain. So you guys can enjoy the rest of this gameplay. And remember to stay tactical and legit. Enjoy.
That's me best shot. Next.
Wimp, wimp, wimp. Wah, don't cry, little baby.
You whistle like an overdone haggis. I'll get you a hospital pass for free.
I don't think so, punk. I don't want to play anymore.
Toss me caber.
I'm the one, not you, because that would be two. Don't make me hurt you.
I'll hear your Eggy. You're asking for it. Hold on to your dainties.
Only a loser would say that. Now I know what it feels like to be you, loser.
I don't think you're a loser. I think you're an ant-wacky, baffy-wearing sack of dumplings.